MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. You better watch out.
Oh, say does that.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we'll be getting the inside story. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at the Lakers. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And, of course, Sacramento, just a few spots below there.
And you know, for Los Angeles, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron James is out there with the Beast. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Levine is out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 down low. And when it comes to MP, he has an objective to motivate his teammates. That's why he made winning on the road a rallying cry.
Well, their success in their road quest just speaks to the power of MP. When he talks, his teammates listen. In fact, everyone listens because they're getting results. And that's what matters in this league. They've been unreal on the road.
And since the Phil Jackson era, Shams, the Lakers are now on their 7th, and I can't even believe I'm saying it, 7th coach in the last 14 seasons. What a turnstile that has been.
They're keeping us reporters busy, huh? To me,
yeah, they are.
It's all about stability now moving forward with the Lakers. I do believe they intend to give their new head coach plenty of opportunities over the next few seasons to continue to coach and continue to be the coach for the long term. You have to figure out the recipe of success, not only now but moving forward. And the Lakers, from what I'm told, want to give their new head coach the opportunity to build for the long haul.
And I love what you said, the word stability. They need it in L.A. And they double up LeBron. Fires from deep. Shots good by the Beast.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside DeRozan. The 17-footer goes down.
Few guys, if any, do it better. DeRozan knows the mid-range shot is his patented shot, and he makes it happen.
LeBron James on the wing. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Levine kicks to Sabonis. Pass to DeRozan. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're talking NBA. We're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we signed up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
The Kings trail by 4. Bean passes to Sabonis. On the wing, DeRozan. The 17-footer doesn't get it to drop for him.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
The Kings have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got 5 points so far. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That's someone, wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the Warriors delivered in a big way. He scored 14 points, and as always, he was aggressive on the glass, outworking everybody else on the floor. They've been winning lately, and he's been the main reason as to why. We'll see if they can keep it up. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
You know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
Here's the Beast. DeRozan defending. Here's LeBron. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And, Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also a part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Some changes. The Lakers in the lead. Ellis is out there with Carter. Then it's Trey Lyles. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Crowder in at the power forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Here's Vincent. Good. Nice job down low. Vincent's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Lakers.
James continues to impress with his passing. I think that's his greatest attribute. Outstanding assist there.
On the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Here's James. Levine with the rebound. Levine's got 4 rebounds in this game. Carter outside. The Lakers with the rebound. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organizations, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. The teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between your top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game, put up big scoring numbers, a bunch.
Pass to Levine. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's the beast. He's got 5. Now Vincent. Screen by James. The 3 sinks the triple. Vincent's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Some changes for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for Crowder. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Zach LaVine. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Carter. The Lakers also making some changes. Hayes, he's checked in for LeBron. Austin Reeves comes in for Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. DeRozan inside. And a missed layup.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
LaBeast passes to Hayes. Got a piece of it. Sabonis with the ball. Now defended by the Beast. Ellis outside. Here's Wiles. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Reeves the pass to the Beast. For the 3. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
You know, he may have a scorer's mindset, but Reeves makes plays for others, too.
Outside DeRozan. And he makes good on the layup. DeRozan's got 12.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Just 5 to shoot. Sabonis kicks to Lyles. Shoots over Hachimura.
Come on.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And some changes here for the Kings. Maurice checked in for Trey Lyles. And Levine subbed in for Ellis. The Lakers. It's all tied in Sacramento. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And some good races going on in the conference. Who do you think would win a race between the three of us? And taking a look back now at the first half of play, the Lakers find themselves in a tight one.
They're playing too casual, not being aggressive, not getting to the line. They're doing some other things well, but not that.
You know what I'm looking at? Free throw. And that is
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got the beast. LeBron James is out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Doncic in at the one. LaVine against Reeves. Here's DeRozan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
This is something DeRozan does all too well. I mean, presses the issue, forces the issue, and then gets the defense to overcommit.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Here's the beast. And it's good for 2. The Beast's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Fultz looking around. DeRozan finds Sabonis. And it's Luka with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
James outside for the lead. Rebound collected by LaVine. LaVine's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Fultz. DeRozan for 3. The rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Doncic. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Pass to DeRozan. Sabonis' screen on Reeves. LaVine, good. LaVine's got 17.
Did you see that? He crossed the defender up and left him grasping at air.
And then exploded to the bucket for the finish. That was just an outstanding play from start to finish.
And here's Reeves outside. Good on the three-point shot. Reeves has got his first 3 points of the game.
Reeves punches that one home, showing off the athleticism.
Murray outside. Right side, DeRozan. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Sabonis' screen on LeBron. And it's DeRozan missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Reeves finds Doncic. Here's the beast. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to DeRozan. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by Murray. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Kings. They trail by 3. Bucket is good. Levine's got 19 points.
Look, this is why Levine's teammates look to feed him and let him eat. They know how hot he can get.
James. Pass to the beast. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Fultz with the ball. Still scoreless. Down low.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And they've
Lakers trail by 3. Sabonis is out there with Lyles. And there's Fultz. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Ellis at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Ellis dishes to Fultz. And it's slammed in by Ellis.
and one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
James, a screen on Crowder. The beast can't hit. Sacramento's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
Good on the second free throw.
And like his dad back in the day, Domantas has an innate ability to process and make quick decisions.
The 3 for Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Sabonis' a screen on Doncic. Here's Fultz. Tries again. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. There's the pick. The Beast passes to Hayes. And here's Milton. Here's the Beast. 4 on the clock. And there's the drive. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Sabonis sets the pick for Crowder. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Crowder, for good reason, is known as a tremendous glue guy, an effective role player who plays to his strengths on both ends of the floor.
That free throw, no good.
With missed opportunities from the line this half, they're not doing themselves any favors.
Keegan Murray's checked in for the Kings. Austin Reeves is checked in for the Lakers. And he's good on the second. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's the Beast. 6 on the shot clock. That shot is no good. His 5th miss now in 12 tries. Fultz kicks to Sabonis. Kings moving the ball around. Ellis finds Fultz. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you know, Fultz plays bigger than his size down low, guys. Outstanding at using his body to draw contact.
That free throw good from Fultz. And some changes here for the Kings. Miles checked in for Sabonis. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Jay Crowder. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Ellis.
And, you know, when Fultz is healthy now, he's a valuable part of this rotation. We've seen him make big strides lately.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. The Beast passes to Doncic. Rebound by the Kings. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's DeRozan. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Kings lead by 3.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
The Beast passes to Reeves. And again, the Lakers no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Reeves against LaVine. Reeves with the rebound. Lakers trail by 3. The Beast passes to James. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Timeout, Sacramento. And the Kings making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Right side, LaVine. Sabonis' screen on Reeves. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 20 points for DeMar DeRozan.
We've seen this a bunch of times. DeMar having a huge night, and the defense has no answer.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. Pass to the Beast. LeBron with a screen on DeRozan. The Beast. A 3-pointer off the mark.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
And DeRozan throws it down hard.
When all is said and done, DeRozan is a competitor. A fierce one at that. When they need a bucket, he wants to be the guy to get it for them.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Here's LaVine. It's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Tell you what, we've got a game. I like that Levine's rising to the challenge as things get tight.
Reeves can't hit.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Kick out to Levine. Nailed from three-point land. And it's an 8-point Kings lead.
Levine has a really good knack for when to fire off the catch. Absolutely dangerous offensive play.
Shots good by the Beast.
Oh, you got to love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for one three-pointer, then they come right back and boom, another. Boy, this is starting to get real.
Guys, intensity turned up at its highest level. A perimeter bomb fest going on right now.
On the wing, Doncic. Here's the Beast to the inside. Stolen by Levine. And now Sacramento on the break. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by the Beast.
Fultz is an absolute blur in transition. Excellent at running the floor and getting to his spot.
Lakers trail by 7. It's outside. It's rebounded by Fultz. Fultz has got 4 rebounds in this game. Floats one. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Beast's got 5 rebounds tonight. No one near James as he lets it go. Drills the three-pointer. James has got 22.
And this is who LeBron James is. An incredible leader. When the game is tight, this guy willing to step up.
Pass to the Beast. Doncic feeling it out. LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Doncic against Fultz. Doncic passes to the Beast. Takes it inside. Yes!
Luka's peripheral vision off the chart. Get wide open, and he's going to find you.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Big basket from DeMar DeRozan, an experienced NBA shot maker. He's been in these situations a lot and has come through more times than not.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Now Reeves. Pass to the Beast. To tie it up. Buries the triple. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Seconds left in the 4th quarter. And here's DeRozan. It's good!
Taking people to school with moves like that.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
I think this has to be a lob close enough to the basket so you can tip it in. No time for a catch and shoot.
Here's Doncic. It falls! But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it here. And the officials are signaling for a video review of the previous plays. Of the review now.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And no, the basket is waved off. The game is over.
And how heartbreaking do you think that is? You just nailed a fantastic buzzer beater, and then the rug gets pulled out from under you when the call gets reversed.
So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won.
Season's not over. Plenty of time left. We all have our bad days. Gotta love H-Town. This city shows a Get ready to light it up tonight.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Rich. And with the new year just behind us, some impressive new careers starting in the NBA. Our race for Rookie of the Year, right in the thick of this season. He is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
He has to be. The thing that's impressed me most is his mental toughness. He's got the kind of poise that you just don't see in a lot of rookies.
And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Alex Len, Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's James, and it's the Beast in at the 3 slot. And for Houston, Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. MP often talks to his team during flights. And recently, one of the main topics of discussion, winning on the road. It seems as it's developed into a mission for his squad.
And you can see it in his eyes. He loves making the big play to quiet the crowd. And he sent opposing fan bases home dejected time and again. Any of those doubters out there questioning MP's resolve to steamroll on the road are biting their tongue right now.
And as we get into the meat of the season, teams sometimes have those team-building excursions, RJ. Any favorites you ever participated in?
We had a Napa excursion one time. That was a lot of fun. But bowling, seeing a movie, all of those things were fun.
The Beast, good.
High IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. It's a 5-point game, picked by Smith. The drive by Van Vliet. Out to Thompson. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Şengün, the screen. And Jalen Green with the 3.
This is a smart play by Green, getting some help with the screen instead of trying to do it all by yourself.
Doncic passes to the Beast. It's James on the wing. Up and over Smith. No good off the glass. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Here's Green. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. LeBron with the rebound.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Doncic passes to the Beast. The 3. Smith with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Smith. On the wing, Green, guarded by Doncic. Releases. And it's Green missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Here's Reeves. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
A lot of style and flair to Reeves' offense.
And his defenses have adjusted to Austin Reeves scoring. Richard, he's countered with the pass.
Austin Reeves doesn't get enough credit for how good his handle is, how much it's improved. It's allowed for him to score, get into different places, and make these passes.
And that one falls for Reeves. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
All right, let's take a break and take a look at which teams have been lethal from outside the arc during the last month of play. The Lakers, #1.
And look, that stat is absolutely no fluke. It's just a matter of getting hot from long range. They are working hard to find good, open looks from the perimeter.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Ooh, rejected by Doncic.
Defense at its best from Doncic. Like to see him putting that much effort into his D.
The beast shot is off. Rockets trail by 5. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Reeves. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Richard, the former second overall pick in 2021, we all see the potential for Jalen Green.
When you see the physical ability combined with his shooting range, he's got a chance to be one of the top scorers in this league. And for Green, it's about focusing on taking high percentage shots. When he does this, he's an effective player.
And both free throws good for Green.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
The beast passes to James. Doncic against Van Vliet. Jacks up a 3. And it's Doncic missing. The Rockets have gone only 1 of 6 so far. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Rockets for a minute. We talked about how exhausting it is to go up against Luka Doncic. Coach told me, quote, Luka's probably the toughest cover in the league because no one has been able to figure out a way to stop him. We have to just bring the intensity and do our best to slow him down. It's going to take a team effort to get that done. Back to you, BA.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Shot clock at 5. Here's the beast. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. The beast has got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Şengün, the screen. And here's Green from the arc. That one's off. He's 1 for 6. Los Angeles leading by 3. James up top, covered by Smith. James inside. He's against Smith. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. James still enjoys putting on a show.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And this matchup with Los Angeles, their first meeting of the season. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
No good on that one. You know, it's hard to understate the value Van Vliet brings to this team, Richard.
When you look back at Toronto's championship in 2019, he made some huge...
We'll get him.
Rockets trail by 9. Tari Eason is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then there's Whitmore. Then there's Alperon Şengün. And it's Shepard in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Brooks gets the 14-footer to fall. Brooks has got his second basket.
Such a reliable mid-range shooter. Brooks doesn't hesitate when he sees an opportunity to rise up from there.
Here's Lynn. Still no points. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
And he drops the first. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Tari Eason is seen by some as a player on the rise, Richard. Things are coming together for him.
Yeah, his game is evolving along with his confidence. When young players put in work, they are going to get better, and that's what Eason has done.
Back to Doncic. 4-3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And it's Shepard missing.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Pass to the Beast. Now here's Reddish. Whitmore defending. Reddish misses. Rockets trail by 8. Now here's Brooks. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Kicks it to Doncic. Here's the Beast. And here's Reddish. No made baskets yet. Knocks down the long J. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Tipped. Doncic outside. Pass to Lynn. Here's the Beast. 5 points in the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The Beast has got 7 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Sinks the tray.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Doncic passes to the Beast. Fires from the line. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Doncic has gotten his first basket of the night.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
James with the block.
And Braun with the block. Look, the shooters are working hard, but he is all over them.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Reddish passes to James. Here's Lynn. Here's the Beast. He has 7. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. LeBron fires and hits a 3.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
Timeout called, the Rockets. So for the Rockets, Thompson, he's checked in for Eason. Green comes in for Whitmore. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Shepard. Reeves is checked in for the Lakers. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Hawks has really contributed. He had 14 points, and plus, he nabbed a couple boards. And for him, it was kind of business as usual. With the way he's been playing for the last few games, we'll see if he can do it again. Guys?
Yeah, got it. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him.
Oh, I don't know. After you put up numbers like that, I think the defense starts paying a little bit more attention to you, so it might be difficult.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
Thompson outside. Going inside. Oh, and it's a big-time dunk as he slams it right over Doncic.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
From deep, here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. Van Vliet outside. From 9 feet, again, Houston.
He may be undersized, but Van Vliet, boy, this man has fantastic touch around the rim.
Reeves, the pass to the Beast. Back to Reeves. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. And it's Houston scoring again.
I mean, a smart shooter. I like watching Van Vliet measure the defense and stick them with the J.
James outside. Pass to the Beast. The shot. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trail by 11. Thompson passes to Green. Back to Thompson. Now Şengün. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. Şengün, a screen on Reeves. Green for 3. The Lakers with a rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
Doncic against Van Vliet. Thompson, a screen on Doncic. Doncic against Van Vliet. Up and over Doncic. Van Vliet misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Oh, 2 vicious points from the King.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
Şengün finds Green. Tries to break his ice. Second shot opportunity with the fadeaway. Şengün, no good. And James has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Yep, that one goes. James has got 14 points.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Outside, Green. In close, Green puts it in.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
James against Brooks. LeBron James again. He's got 16.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. More 2K action in just a moment.
Quite the list we have here. What are the biggest names you want to see competing?
I want to see Giannis in the dunk contest or Contavious Caldwell-Pope.
Really? KCP?
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Rockets.
Well, the energy they're putting out is not going toward their defense. Problem is their offense. Can't keep up with those guys. So the D has to pick up the...
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Alex Len is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's the Beast in at the small forward position. There's a screen by Len. Thompson with a steal. And here's the fast break by himself. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Doncic feeling it out a bit. That three's off the mark. Rockets trail by 13. Outside, Green. Pass to Van Vliet. Thompson outside. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Thompson's got 9.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Out to James. And here's Doncic outside. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. Throws it up high. And Reeves pulls it down.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Here's Len. And the layup falls. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Reeves against Green. Nice execution inside from Green.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
BA, Fred VanVleet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. From deep, Reeves. Offensive board. Can't hit that one.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And it's Green missing.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
On the wing, Reeves, defended by Thompson. Here's the Beast. Off target with the 3. Rockets trail by 13. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Some changes for Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's checked in for Len. Reddish comes in for Reeves. And Milton subbed in for Luka Doncic. And one guy who's just scratching the surface of his potential, Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's still very young, still gaining strength, but his upside on both ends is enormous.
Van Vliet with it. 12 points for him. The three from Thompson. James with the rebound. James has got his 5th rebound in this one. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Reddish. Here's the Beast. Gets the 3 ball to go. The Beast has got 10.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet with it. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Here's the Beast. To the middle. Now Reddish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good D by Şengün. Rockets trail by 14. For 3, Smith. The Lakers with a rebound. The Beast has got 4 rebounds now. Milton passes to the Beast. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's his first foul of the game. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Whitmore's checked in. Here's Finney Smith. He's got 5. Vanderbilt, a screen on Green. Here's Milton. He takes it in. It's rebounded by Şengün. For Houston, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the 3rd. Now here's Thompson. He's got 9. Will go for a different look here. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Dylan Brooks comes in for Smith. Eason's checked in for Thompson. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Whitmore. Pass to Van Vliet. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. This one for 3. Houston with another miss.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Dylan Brooks is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Eason in at the 3, a small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Doncic, good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Outside Eason. Back to Van Vliet. Over to the left wing. That's good from Eason on the assist from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist with that last one. It's James on the wing. Here's the Beast. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Great find by Bron using his basketball IQ. If you don't understand how smart he is, just ask him.
Green, the pass to Van Vliet. Over Doncic. Van Vliet misses.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Inside.
Something's changed, but LeBron stays the same. Still the same leader on the floor. The same player. It is truly impressive.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
The first free throw is good.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
Both free throws good from James. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Smith. Some solid defense from James. Los Angeles leading by 17. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The Beast shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Thompson finds Van Vliet. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
Ready to play rough inside. Van Vliet navigates the contact.
The Beast passes to Doncic. Here's Lin, defended by Şengün. Here's the Beast. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Reeves. Kicks it to Doncic. Over Van Vliet. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half.
Shooting a great clip in the second half. He made some nice adjustments in the locker room.
The Rockets call timeout.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Green's checked in for the Rockets. Here's Şengün. Pass to Van Vliet. Şengün, a screen on Doncic. Here's Van Vliet. Rebound, the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, BA. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
Shoots a fadeaway. And too long on the shot. Rockets trail by 20. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Green, the pass to Şengün. Van Vliet with it. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Doncic passes to the Beast. Doncic against Van Vliet. Doncic, good.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for Houston. Pass to Şengün. Now here's Thompson. And that one's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
James passes to the Beast. 1:31 left to play in the fourth. 5 to shoot. Tipped.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Lakers.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
Always good to start a season series off.
And so it's the Lakers with the W. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Let's go with Joe.
Hey, thanks. You guys have been dialed in on the road all season long. How have you been able to find so much success in these hostile environments?
We're a team that values the fundamentals, you know, things like limiting turnovers, making free throws, playing good defense. And when you're on the road, those things are even more important because you don't have the emotional support of the fans. So you have to just lock in and get back to the basics. And we did that, you know, and I'm proud of us. Yeah, that's
Cool.
what we're doing.
Question for you.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood.
A lot of folks in that locker room are going to like hearing what you
Wins pay
just
the
said.
bills, baby.